Welcome back. The downtown Denver skyline is iconic. Of course, it's constantly changing these days. New buildings, new businesses, new condos, you name it, they're popping up all over the place all the time. Well, Tammy Dorr is the president and CEO of the Downtown Denver Partnership and is joining us now to talk more about this rapid growth. We see so much change happening in downtown Denver. What's coming next is the big question right now.
Well, it does seem with the growth in our center city that there's something coming new every day, whether it's a new company, a new development, a new urban planning project. But we do have a lot of exciting things happening, particularly around the planning for our center city. We have a very strong vision for what is called the 5280 Loop, and that's a linear, it's a linear park that will connect all of the center city neighborhoods together, pedestrian and bike trail, and we're working on the planning process right now. So we've already had over 15,000 people experience the proposed location and give us input on what they think it should look like.
So I'm thinking the partnership buildings and businesses, but you're talking about a park.
Certainly.
Why?
And we call it a park, but really it is a way to move around between the center city neighborhoods, just finished at a very high level of detail. So it has a park-like feeling to it. Well, we spend a very significant amount of our time on urban planning. We focus on people, place, and business. And place is incredibly important because the stronger the place that we build, the greater and more inspiring the physical environment of our city, the more likely we're able to attract new residents and new employers.
And I think people also take an issue with that when they look at our city growing so rapidly and saying, I can't afford to live here, and I certainly can't deal with the traffic anymore. How do you balance those issues?
Well, we're definitely a growing city, so as you grow, options come up to address affordable housing, as well as how do you address mobility and transit options. In terms of housing, I'm really glad you brought that up, because in order for us to remain competitive, we must ensure that this is an affordable place to live. And with that, there are a number of things underway. We worked with the city over the last year to develop an affordable housing fund. That will help drive development in that arena. We're also working on some other policies and programs to create more options for individuals and constantly seeking out new developers that build a wide array of housing at various price points. It's something we're going to need to stay very close to so that our companies can continue to attract the workforce and grow.
Because I think a lot of us who have been here for a very long time, we still want to see that Denver charm, and we still want our families to move back here at some point. So how do you make sure that the Denver skyline doesn't look like every other skyline, that we have a unique Denver brand?
Well, we already do have a very unique Denver brand. The way that we've built our city, the strategic planning efforts we put in place to design what it feels like in our urban environment, they actually do stand out. We have visitors from cities across the country and the world to come and look at some of the work that we're doing. Union Station neighborhood development is a really great example of that. There are so many more. The trick will be, as we continue to grow, to really keep challenging ourselves to remain competitive, not just on a national level, but on an international level. And that's where we're moving to now. We have a number of areas in the heart of our city that are ripe for redevelopment. And we're doing a lot of planning around those areas to really determine what could they be and what kind of economic drivers could they be for our city.
Because bottom line, downtown Denver is the draw really for our state. I mean, this is where visitors, international visitors, want to come and see downtown, right?
Well, downtown Denver is the economic hub, certainly for the city, certainly for the state, but the reality is we truly serve as the urban center for the Rocky Mountain West. When you think about it, look how far we are from any other premier urban city center. And we know that this significant movement back into the urban core by both companies and residents is taking place across the country, and the cities that build the right places and attract those audiences, they win. They economically win. We've been winning. Since 2010, we have had our center city grow by 16,000 residents just in the heart of downtown, and that's growing exponentially. Companies, tech companies in particular, the growth that we're experiencing there is We definitely saw some of it coming. We certainly didn't see the magnitude of it that we're seeing now.
Well, we know people love Colorado. We see them moving into our neighborhoods every day. So, Tammy Dorr, thank you so much from the Downtown Denver Partnership for talking about the future of Denver. We'll be right back.